Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about tech stories recently. Xiaomi. Founder and CEO Lei Jun just gave his annual speech, unveiling the highly anticipated Xiaomi 17 series. But here's the paradox. Right after the event, Xiaomi stock plummeted 8% and the market capitalization dropped by a staggering 1,200 billion. Many people are asking, is Xiaomi in deep trouble? Is this a sign the brand is failing? We've seen a flood of critics claiming Lei Jun's personal brand is collapsing, arguing that Xiaomi's entire foundation rests on his IP, and if the IP crashes, the company is doomed. As an investor, however, I look at the situation and I'm actually thrilled. Why? Because market panic gives you a chance to buy a great company at a discount. And today, I'll tell you why I believe Xiaomi's real danger isn't the negative press, it's when the press stops criticizing them. Let's tackle the first, most common criticism. Xiaomi is built entirely on Lei Jun's personal IP. If he loses credibility, the whole thing falls apart. This argument is flimsy and fails the global test. Yes, Lei Jun's influence is huge in China. His charisma and speeches absolutely drive domestic sales. But look at the global market. Xiaomi consistently ranks in the top 3 for smartphone sales in Europe, Southeast Asia, and over 60 other countries. Do people in Berlin or Jakarta buy a Xiaomi phone because they recognize Lei Jun? Probably not. The truth is, Xiaomi's strength lies in its product strategy and competitiveness, delivering high-quality specs at aggressive prices, not just one-man celebrity. Global sales prove the company's foundation is far more solid than a single IP. The second common attack, Xiaomi only understands marketing. They rely on hype, not real technology. If you're a serious investor, you judge a company's marketing by its financial results. Does the marketing generate excessive profits? Xiaomi's marketing is smart, but check the financial statements. They famously made a commitment to keep hardware profit margins under 5%. They are not using aggressive marketing to price gouge or extract huge margins from customers. If we talk about a company truly mastering marketing to achieve absurd profit margins, you should be looking at luxury brands or companies like Xiaomi with gross margins over 90%. Xiaomi is the antithesis of this. They are transparent about their thin margins. Xiaomi is a company that uses marketing to drive volume and efficiency, not to rip off consumers. This one is a uniquely frustrating cultural issue for some. The famously humble or vague disclaimers on their product posters, like calling a feature a research goal or the king of low light with tiny asterisks. Critics call this dishonest and misleading. But let's look at this from 2 perspectives. Legal compliance. In many jurisdictions, including China, you cannot legally claim to be the undisputed #1 in any category, even if you are, unless it's a qualified statement or an internal goal. Adding that small print is not deception. It's an act of respecting the law and regulatory requirements. It's actually better than companies who openly ignore these rules. Consumer perception. If the claim was a total lie, people wouldn't buy it. The reason consumers still buy is because the product is genuinely competitive and often lives up to the spirit of the claim. If you think the camera is not the king of low light, show me the competitor that is clearly better. Consumers buy value, not disclaimers. Xiaomi manages to deliver the value while staying on the right side of the law. So back to the stock crash. The reality is that the 8% drop and market cap evaporation of 1,200 billion is simply an emotional knee-jerk reaction driven by noise and confusion, mixing up product releases with market risk. As a long-term investor, I have one sentiment towards all this negative coverage and short-term panic. I'm genuinely delighted. I hate it when the market gets overly enthusiastic, driving valuations to unrealistic highs. This constant flow of criticism and skepticism keeps Xiaomi's stock price rarely overvalued. It allows thoughtful investors to buy into a great company with strong global fundamentals, a healthy commitment to thin margins, and proven product power at a more reasonable price. Keep the FUD coming. As long as the market continues to obsess over the noise, smart money can keep quietly accumulating shares in a company that is consistently executing its long-term strategy. What do you think?